simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all 3 facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Done enough for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes one. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. It's complete to the left. On the sweet spin, he's free. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Tuggle. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like, fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Now on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Conrad. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. This time he's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Shoots it to the left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll go to the air, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Tuggle. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. He's in open space downfield. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Conrad. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick completion to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The give from the gun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Love. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Finds his man. It's Love. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Looks as if we have an injury. Last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Tuggle. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of... He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got his man on the right. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Now improvising. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Tuggle. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Love.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll try to snap it quickly. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Tuggle. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Here's the handoff. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. It's complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Durant. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Hauls it in. Touchdown tie. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Rushes on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Caught in the backfield. It's Love. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see.
Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On fourth down, going to the air. There he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He was looking for room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The run from the shotgun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. We enter the fourth quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Let's go, let's go. They'll send the tight end in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Hunt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid. Pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in front. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The option look. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Pressure coming. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Gives it to the back on the draw.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.